It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
It is once again a Friday here on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting, 100.7 The Coyote and WBON. Michael Watkins here with you to end another work week. Glad to have you along. On our newscast today, WBONtv was present last night at the Board of Education meeting in Richmond as the board decided to start school with virtual learning. We've got a great story from that meeting from last night. We have a recap of the Law Enforcement Appreciation Day event that took place earlier today in the parking lot here at Wallingford Broadcasting and 100.7 The Coyote, plus highlights from the event in Berea that took place earlier today as well. We've got a statement from the CDC on what a potential fall season could look like, plus those coronavirus numbers for Madison, Estill, Lee, and other surrounding counties, and a recap from our governor from yesterday in 2 minutes or less. Our newscast is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, your home for all the best outdoor power equipment like Cub Cadet. Check out their curbside shopping on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Scrubsy's, a scrub and embroidery retail store at 519 Hampton Way, taking care of the ones who take care of us with scrubs for men, women, shoes, and more. You can like them on Facebook for more information. And we're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. And our lead story tonight, during yesterday's school board meeting, the motion to start school virtually through September the 2nd and September 25th was passed. Parents of the district who were concerned about the board's decision voiced their concerns to board members who themselves stated that they had made a decision a week prior to open up in-person classes before the KDE mandate was announced that all public schools who do open up early will face defunding consequences. Superintendent David Gillum voiced his regretful recommendation to a virtual start to the school year. With that story, here's WBON-TV's Austin Hanks.
Yesterday night at the Madison County School Board meeting, the board voted to start the school year virtually on September 2nd. This was controversial to both the parents attending and the parents on the board. The board also stated that they came to a decision to start in-person school prior to the announcement of consequences of defunding from the Kentucky Department of Education. Every board meeting member stated they had their choice taken away from them.
I sit here and I think about my girls and what this is doing. And now I get my hands put behind my back and backed into a corner on a decision that we have already made. And I have none of us have taken this lightly. This has worn on us more than anything.
Parents stepped up to the podium before the recommendation was passed to voice their concerns and support for whatever the board decided.
The CDC says, quote, extended school closure is harmful to children. It can lead to severe learning loss. The harms attributed to closed schools on the social, emotional, and behavioral health, economic well-being, and academic achievement of children in both the short and long term are well known and significant, end quote. We are concerned for our kids. The virus is real and we don't want them to get it, but we cannot let the cure be worse than the virus itself. We need to be extremely concerned about the long-term effects cited by the CDC. It's been 5 months and we're already seeing these effects. Kids crying because they miss their friends, their loving teachers. They're losing socialization skills, how to talk with other children, make up games. Electronics are babysitting our older kids. Very young children cannot be left alone all day, so it's a great financial strain on the parents. Quit your job or pay for expensive child care. If you can get child care, many places have extended wait lists. Worse yet, leave your young children home alone, which is extremely dangerous, and you know it's happening.
One by one, parents stepped up to share their experiences during the pandemic and how it's affected their children.
When all of this started, when COVID started, when everything, my children got their life turned upside down. Sorry. Their father and I, 12 years, are getting a divorce. My 11-year-old and my 7-year-old went to school, and that was the only thing they had. The teachers, the counselors, and it was gone. So this entire summer, my kids have struggled emotionally, educationally, mentally, with everything, because the stable part that they had in those teachers, those counselors, their friends are gone. So when they started talking about school starting back in person, I watched my 11-year-old begin to smile again, begin to think, I'm going to have a life, I'm going to have friends, I'm going to have these other adults in my life. And then when it was recommended to not start school on the 28th, I watched my 11-year-old regress. She's going to be a 6-year-old, or 6th grader at Clark Morris this year. She's never went to school in Richmond, so her entire life was upside down. She begged me to come tonight. Please tell them how badly I need this. Please tell them that this is so important, not just because I want to learn, but because I need them. I need friends. I need my counselors. I need my teachers.
Parents and board members were heard by all, but it was up to Superintendent David Gillum to voice the recommendation they regretfully arrived at.
It is without question that a live start brought to a sudden halt by the order of an outside agency would compound an already complex and unsettled situation. The disruption to our students, to our families, to our teachers, and to our community of this abrupt intervention could and would create undue harm to those we are entrusted to protect. Therefore, we must make a judicious decision, not an emotional one. A decision that will allow us to move forward with clarity and stability rather than one that will disrupt our students, teachers, families for the next 7 weeks. Therefore, it is my recommendation, regretful recommendation, that we delay our first day for students to Wednesday, September 2nd, and begin instruction on that day utilizing our all-virtual contingency plan. I assure you that our Madison County teachers are fully ready to provide the best virtual learning environment possible for our students between September 2nd and September 25th, and we will focus our full effort on welcoming our students who requested in-person learning back into our buildings on September 28th.
The board voted 4-1 to start Madison County schools virtually on September 2nd. For more stories like these, be sure to visit WBONtv.com. I'm Austin Hanks.
An emotional night last night, and thanks, Austin, for covering that story for us. On Thursday afternoon, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team received an emergency call in regards to an injured hiker in the Cloud Splitter area in Menifee County. Search and rescue team members were dispatched to the subject's location near the base of the mountain where they made contact with them. According to officials, the hiker slipped while climbing down before they attempted to grab a tree root to stop their fall. As a result, the hiker sustained a shoulder dislocation. Wilderness first responders were able to stabilize and provide a splint for the hiker's injured shoulder before evacuating them to safety. On Wednesday, Governor Andy Beshear announced that the Department for Local Government had been awarded an additional $6 million from the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act through the Economic Development Association. Funding will reimburse Kentucky's 15 area development districts for costs associated with the novel coronavirus. The funding will be split equally between the ADDs, totaling approximately $392,000 each. The remaining 1% each year will cover administrative costs for DLG. Executive Director of the Kentucky Council of Area Development Districts, Tony Wilder, said the ADDs have a long history of partnering with state government by serving as a valuable conduit for delivering much-needed resources to local communities all across this Commonwealth. We salute the governor's extraordinary leadership and look forward to directing these funds to assist our struggling local businesses who have suffered during the pandemic. ADDs will use the funding to fund regional disaster economic recovery coordinators for a 2-year period, develop a disaster resiliency economic plan focused on pandemic recovery and resiliency, improve short and long-term economic development plans and coordination, provide technical assistance and capacity building for local governments and business impacted by COVID-19, and offer organizational support for COVID-19 responses. An Estill County hero is about to celebrate a huge milestone in her life on August 17th. That's this upcoming Monday. Sarah Noland, best known for her decades-long tenure as the librarian for Estill County Schools, will be turning 100 years old. Throughout her life, Nolan has impacted many young minds through the power of literature. If you'd like to send Sarah a birthday card, you can send it to Miss Sarah Nolan at P.O. Box 273 in Irvin with the area code 40336. It's now time for our first commercial break. When we come back, we've got a WBONtv weather alert for much of the coverage area. And we've got some interesting info on the event that took place today, the LEAD initiative, the Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. We've got stories from both Richmond and Berea on that when we come back on your daily community briefing live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today, with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
The Estill Clinic and Irvin Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
Wallingford Media Company is proud to be local. We are your local broadcasters, bringing you local news, local weather, local sports, and local happenings each and every day. Wallingford Media hopes you're proud to be local too, and will support our locally owned businesses that make our community unique. Supporting local helps us all. Did you know for every $100 spent with local businesses, $68 stays right here? Local business employs 77 million Americans and accounts for 17% of all new jobs over the last 17 years. These are the people that support our schools, local charities, and organizations. They are your friends and neighbors. So before you buy, be proud to be local, support local, shop local. This message proudly presented to you by your local broadcasters, Wallingford Media Company.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
It's here, a place to get scrubs in Richmond without having to make the drive out of town. Scrubs is a scrub and embroidery retail store at 519 Hampton Way, Suite 2 in Richmond, with brands like Grey's Anatomy, Cherokee, Skechers, and the very popular Healing Hands brand. Scrubsies also has scrubs for men. They have shoes, and they can also embroider your scrubs with your name or company. Nurses have been at the forefront of the coronavirus pandemic, and Scrubsies wants to help take care of the ones who take care of us. Like them on Facebook for more information. We are back on your daily community briefing brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. They have the best aftercare in the business when every detail counts. Remember, Davis and Powell Funeral Home. Affordable Service Solutions, heating and air when your AC stops cooling. Call Brian with Affordable Service Solutions at 859-779-0122. And Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. Well, WBONtv earlier today put out one of those weather alerts. A flash flood watch is in effect for the following counties until 10 p.m. tonight. Those counties include Bourbon, Boyle, Clark, Franklin, Garrett County, Harrison, Jessamine, Lincoln. Madison County's in there as well, along with Mercer, Nicholas, Scott County, and Woodford County. Localized rainfall amounts could total 2 to 3 inches in some areas, which could lead to flash flooding. Well, today, 100.7, the Coyote radio station, hosted the Law Enforcement Appreciation Luncheon. With over 100 first responders and law enforcement showed up to hear the proclamation from Mayor Blythe, one from Judge Executive Reagan Taylor, and to get free lunch and desserts. With the story, here's WBON-TV's Gage Hill.
The parking lot of Wallingford Broadcasting was filled to capacity today as first responders, City of Richmond officials, and even a motorcycle club gathered together to proclaim today, August 14th, as Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. What started as a grassroots movement in response to law enforcement agencies being at risk of being defunded in some U.S. cities then came to the attention of Madison County officials before being adopted as an official proclamation. On August 7th, Madison County Judge Executive Reagan Taylor revealed the official proclamation to be read off to commemorate the special occasion. The proclamation acknowledges the essential role that law enforcement officials and safety officers serve in keeping the community safe and expresses appreciation for their work and dedication to protecting the citizens of the county. Taylor read that proclamation today live on the air of Wallingford media partner 100.7 The Coyote.
Whereas Madison County law enforcement officials, public safety officers, and security professionals are courageous individuals who protect our citizens, families, and homes across Madison County. And whereas these individuals play a critical role in keeping our community safe, and whereas the men and women who serve on the front lines of public safety make profound sacrifices to ensure the safety of all Madison County citizens. And whereas these individuals provide an invaluable service to all Madison Countians and should be commended for their commitment and bravery. And now, therefore, I, Reagan Taylor, Madison County Judge Executive, and the Madison County Fiscal Court do hereby proclaim August 14, 2020 as Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Volunteers from groups like the Central Kentucky Riders and Dominion Senior Living of Richmond provided refreshments to show their appreciation. Various officers from regional and state police agencies were shown gratitude today as complimentary meals were provided and opportunities to win prizes were given. Richmond Mayor Robert Blythe was also among those in attendance today and offered his perspective on the inaugural event.
I serve as pastor of a church, and oftentimes I'm moved to remind folks that ingratitude really is a sin. This proclamation today says thank you to those who serve us every day, whether it be as security officers, law enforcement officers, many other categories in which folks serve us in that way. So this is to say to them, considering all that you do and the sacrifices that you make, not only of yourself, but as we shared a few days ago in the swearing-in ceremony of several new young people, all young people, who are becoming police officers for the city of Richmond, thank you also to the families who share these people with the citizens of our community, that our lives might be made better. So we're saying thank you. I would want to encourage citizens of our community to take every opportunity that's presented to them. When you see an officer, whether they're performing a service at that time or not, they actually are, just to say thanks. Thanks for what you do. That creates an environment, an atmosphere of cooperation, and who knows when we might need one of those persons to come to our rescue.
For WBON-TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
The Coyote also partnered with some great local businesses to give these great special prizes away. John Ball with the Richmond Police Department walked away with a 50-inch big screen TV from Walmart. Tony Terry with the Sheriff's Department won a $100 gift card to Bluegrass Ace Hardware. Officer Colette Mullins with the Richmond Police Department won a $100 gift card to Bluegrass Ace Hardware, as did Trooper Albert LaGrange with the Kentucky State Police. And Ty Robinson with the Kentucky State Police won a $100 gift certificate to the Nutrition Center. And Adam Hall with Kentucky State Police won a theme basket from Dominion Senior Living. There was also a similar event in Berea today with the LEAD Initiative Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. With the story on that, here's WBONTV's Tristan Reynolds.
Tristan Reynolds here with Judd Heisel from Better Homes and Gardens Cypress in Berea. How are you today, Judd?
Doing great. How are you, sir?
Doing very well. Judd, what do you guys have going on here today?
We are having this cookout for all the police officers and first responders in the county, hoping they can stop by, grab them a bite to eat, and just wanted to show our appreciation for all they do for us. As a brokerage, we all feel like it's important to have, our first responders know that we appreciate them and all they do for the community, and it just kind of all came together, and we chose this day, of course, because Madison County's declared it, National Law Enforcement Day. So we fixed up to-go trays, so if they're on duty or need to bring things back to the station, burgers, hot dogs. We have local businesses who have brought cookies, cold drinks, things of that nature. So it's just a community effort altogether. It just goes without saying that they're essential to our community as a whole. The things they do sometimes have a negative light in the world news, let's say, but I mean, there's more positive out there than bad. They're a great asset.
Judd Heisel, again with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate here in Berea. Judd, where are you guys located?
We're at 400 Richmond Road, right on the strip here in Berea. Make sure to stop by and see us or give us a call with all your real estate needs.
Judd, thank you so much. For WBON-TV, I'm Tristan Reynolds.
Thanks, Tristan. It's now time for our second commercial break. When we come back, a coronavirus update on your daily community briefing on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today, with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
Wallingford Media Company is proud to be local. We are your local broadcasters, bringing you local news, local weather, local sports, and local happenings each and every day. Wallingford Media hopes you're proud to be local too, and will support our locally owned businesses that make our community unique. Supporting local helps us all. Did you know for every $100 spent with local businesses, $68 stays right here? Local business employs 77 million Americans and accounts for 17% of all new jobs over the last 17 years. These are the people that support our schools, local charities, and organizations. They are your friends and neighbors. So before you buy, be proud to be local, support local, shop local. This message proudly presented to you by your local broadcasters, Wallingford Media Company.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
It's here, a place to get scrubs in Richmond without having to make the drive out of town. Scrubs is a scrub and embroidery retail store at 519 Hampton Way, Suite 2 in Richmond, with brands like Grey's Anatomy, Cherokee, Skechers, and the very popular Healing Hands brand. Scrubsies also has scrubs for men. They have shoes, and they can also embroider your scrubs with your name or company. Nurses have been at the forefront of the coronavirus pandemic, and Scrubsies wants to help take care of the ones who take care of us. Like them on Facebook for more information. Back on your daily community briefing. Yesterday in a statement, CDC Director Robert Redfield said a virus surge along with the upcoming flu season could create the worst public health fall that we've ever had if people don't follow COVID-19 guidelines. Redfield said the CDC is urging people to get a flu shot, and the agency has purchased an extra 10 million doses of the flu vaccine compared to the normal 500,000 to make sure states have enough to cover uninsured adults. Well, yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear announced a total of new cases, and the state total now is up over 37,000 at 37,686. With a recap of the Governor Report, here's WBONTV's Gwendolyn Morton.
Governor Andy Beshear on Thursday updated Kentuckians on the state's continuing efforts to fight the novel coronavirus 2019, COVID-19 in the Commonwealth. Wearing a facial covering is absolutely critical to what we want to be able to do in the Commonwealth moving forward, said Governor Beshear. Protect lives, protect people's health, protect the economy to ultimately get our kids back to in-person classes. As of 4 p.m. on August 13th, Governor Beshear said there were at least 37,686 coronavirus cases in Kentucky, 785 of which are newly reported on Thursday. 25 of the newly reported cases were from children ages 5 and younger. We know that we have a lot of work to do to create the type of safe environments that we need to, said Governor Beshear. Wearing a facial covering is working. Other steps are working, but we need to stick with it. We cannot make decisions that are going to cause significant spreads. Unfortunately, Governor Beshear reported 6 new deaths on Thursday, raising the total to 796 Kentuckians lost to the virus. The deaths reported Thursday include a 56-year-old man from Carter County, an 80-year-old woman from Fayette County, 2 women ages 82 and 89, and a 92-year-old man from Jefferson County, and a 74-year-old man from Taylor County. Let's make sure we continue those green lights and ringing those bells, said Governor Beshear. That's for these families. Let's honor those we've lost. As of Thursday, there have been at least 730,362 coronavirus tests performed in Kentucky. The positivity rate currently stands at 5.67%. At least 8,965 Kentuckians have recovered from the virus. We had more than 100,000 kids test positive nationwide just in the last couple of weeks of July. We are seeing an explosion of positive tests among young people, said Governor Beshear. We cannot experiment with the health of our children. With Channel 9 News, I'm Gwendolyn Morton.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. Madison County recorded its second highest one-day total yesterday with 45 new cases, bringing the county total to 875. 399 are currently fighting the virus at home, with 5 hospitalizations. We have seen 470 recovered from the virus in Madison County. In Estill County, no new cases to report. There are still 35 total cases of the coronavirus in Estill County, and yesterday there was 1 recovered case in Clay County and of the 5 active cases in Clay County, Only 1 is in the hospital. We have 2 recovered in Jackson County, and 4 out of the 7 active cases in Jackson County are in the hospital, and 7 new confirmed cases in Rockcastle County. And there were 7 new cases to report yesterday out of Laurel County, all recovering at home. A 7-month-old male, 7 months old, folks, a 74-year-old female, a 22-year-old male, a 5-year-old male, a 62-year-old female, a 66-year-old male, and a 37-year-old female. The total number of cases now in Laurel County is up to 459. That will do it for us today, folks. We appreciate you being with us, and we appreciate all those first responders that were able to come by and take part of our day today, our Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. On Monday, we'll have an interview with Matt Rome, the Director of Athletics at EKU, on what the upcoming season will look like for the team. All that and more coming your way on Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. We'll see you then. Same time, same place at 3 p.m. for your daily community briefing on 100.7 The Coyote and WBONtv Channel 9.